My family is everything to me. My siblings have been my very best friends since day one. But it wasn't until recently that I began to realize just how big of a role they have played in my life. But let's start from the beginning. I was an only child until I was 3.5. That's when my parents told me that we were expecting my baby sister, Abby. The moment she was born, I knew Abby was mine. I adored her. I toted her around like a baby doll, and I never wanted her out of my sight. She became my best friend, and we've been side by side ever since. All of my favorite memories are with Abby. She followed everything I said, and for some reason wanted to be just like me. To this day, though, I want to be just like her. Abby is ridiculously beautiful. She grew taller than me by the time she was 14, and she never even had an awkward phase. But there is so much more than that. Abby is hands down the funniest person I have ever met. She is also incredibly kind, patient, and absolutely brilliant. I swear this girl is going to cure cancer one day. And then there's Colin. Colin was born when I was 9 and Abby was 6. He is the goofiest kid in the whole world. I swear this boy has looked exactly the same his whole life. It's like we were just stretching him. But dang, that kid is so cute, and he totally knows it too. Colin and Abby are my best friends. I would do absolutely anything for them. But it isn't just the three of us in this family of mine. There's also Ella. When I was 7 years old, and it was still just Abby and I, our family was expecting another little girl, Ella. However, due to some complications, we were never able to bring Ella home with us. For most of my life, I didn't know what to do with this information. This tragedy that happened when I was so young was too much for my small mind to process, I guess. And so I pretended it never happened. I lived my life as if those dark years hadn't hit our family. And I honestly figured my life would go on as if that were all true. After all, how could a little girl that I never got to meet possibly impact my life in any significant way? It wasn't until I moved away from home and I began living on my own and truly getting to know myself that I realized just how big of an impact she had had on me. Suddenly, I saw Ella everywhere I looked, or rather, I noticed her absence. I noticed her missing in our family photos. I noticed her missing from our row at church. I saw her in every little baby that passed me. I began to think about where she would be if she were here. It's 2018 now, and so she would be 13 years old, I think. It wasn't even just in the present that I saw her, but in my future as well. My views on motherhood and family began to have more meaning. I saw her in every hope and every fear. I'm still not sure what to do with this information. I don't know for sure where to go with this, or how my relationship with her will change over the years, but I do know that I have begun the first steps. And in addition to that, I've realized the way my relationships with Ella, Abby, and Colin impact every other relationship I have ever made or ever will make. Because my family is everything, and they are the reason I am who I am.